up everyone, I hope you're all doing alright. Today we're actually building, well, we're not building a house, we're decorating a house because the house is already built. This is a shell challenge by my friend Kai. I think it's for a 5k shell challenge. I think they recently reached 5,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. But they also make YouTube content as well, so I'll put the link to their channel in the description and the Instagram post with the rules on and everything if you want to take part. But yeah, this was a fun little shell challenge that I thought I'd do. Weren't really sure what I wanted to build at first. I went with a few different things when I was planning the build out, but eventually I thought, do you know what, I've not built a house or anything in Tartosa, I don't know how to say it, but I've not built anything in the new world. Well, it's not a new world anymore, I guess, but the world that came with my wedding stories. I've not built anything with that for a while, so I thought I'll build, or at least I'll do a house for that. And yeah, decided to do a little honeymoon house, I guess. It is set as a residential, but I have kind of intended it to be a rental. I'm pretty sure you can't upload rental lots to the gallery. I don't think it counts as one, I think it's just a residential, but either way, it is intended to be a honeymoon house, like a rental house, but you could also just have a sim, live here if you wanted. The floor plan is a little bit odd. There's no stairs leading up to the second floor, they've just got a ladder. But you know what, I did my best with what I had. It's a very weird shell, but it was very fun nonetheless, and definitely like an interesting shape, so it was a lot of fun. But yeah, just a little, I guess, shout out to Kai. She's a really talented builder, she's a really lovely person, and congratulations on 5,000 followers on Instagram. But yeah, she also does art as well. She does art on Etsy, I think it's on Etsy. I'll put a link to that as well because I got one from her, and it's actually my follower emote on Twitch. So yeah, really cute, really good art style, and yeah, she's just a really nice person. Anyway, so the build for the packs that I used Island Living, Jungle Adventure, My Wedding Stories, and the Courtyard Oasis kit. Is it called? Is it Courtyard Oasis? I think it's called that. But yeah, I went with quite, I think all those packs sort of fit together, but I went with quite like a typical sort of somewhat Mediterranean sort of vibe to it, you know what I mean? Like the typical feel that you get with the houses in this world. And like I said, I've not built in this world for a while. Ever since I played with My Wedding Stories and I tried to get my Sims married and everything, and it didn't really work out. It's just kind of put me off. The world is a little bit buggy to like play in, so I've kind of been put off building there because I don't want people to, I don't want like build a house that's like designed for this area and then have people download it and just get as frustrated playing with the world as I did. I mean, it's not so much the world, but just the pack itself is quite buggy. But nonetheless, it is a really pretty world and I do really like the look of it. But yeah, just the whole issue with My Wedding Stories, it kind of put me off building here. So I thought, do you know what, I'll try and get over myself, build something here. I've been wanting to build something for a while. I kind of wanted to build a community lot at one point here, maybe do like a bar, but I thought, do you know what, we'll make this house for the shell challenge into like a little rental house for a couple that's on honeymoon. So that's the sort of vibe that I went for. I kind of imagined that it's kind of like a what is it called now, Airbnb, you know, you just like rent someone's actual house. That's the sort of thing that I was picturing that this house would be, because you could still live here if you wanted. But yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I quite like the colours that I used on the exterior. I don't normally go with like a pink, well, it's like a pinky, I don't know what colour it is, like a pinky salmon sort of colour, because the house that was built here before, it was like blue and white, and I really liked the look of it. So I was definitely inspired by what was here originally. I'm not sure who built that. I know one of the people that are part of the EA Creator Network. I don't think they're called Game Changers anymore, but I think everybody still refers to them as Game Changers. I think they like changed the name of the like the community thing. But either way, the house that was here before was really cute, and I definitely was inspired by it for the overall look of this house. And I did sort of cheat a little bit. It's not really cheating, but the roofing of this house were like really difficult to do, so I just put like an upstairs balcony and everything, and luckily I was able to fit in a bathroom. It doesn't look functional when I build it, but it is. I had to sort of alter it a little bit, but it is fully functional. The whole house is. I've like play tested it and everything. But yeah, I really hope that you like this one. It was a lot of fun to play with, like I said, a lot of fun to build. This will be the last video that I do for about a week. I'm going to have a week off making content and stuff. I were going to try and do some short videos, but I just don't think I'm going to have time to put them together. I'm actually going away next week, and yeah, I just won't have time to like record anything, and then I've got streams and everything that I need to do. I've kind of got stuff I need to sort for Instagram, and then I've got stuff I need to sort like in real life, like packing, and I've got a ton of washing I need to catch up on. I mean, even recording this voiceover today, I did plan on getting up this morning and like recording it, just getting it out the way, export it, upload it, but I'm recording this at 1:20. Everything's just a bit slow today. I think I'm just on like a go slow sort of thing. I went out yesterday. We went to an arcade. I like took my kids and everything, and my partner and my brother, and that were a ton of fun, but it was really like overwhelming. I think I kept it together. I don't think people around me knew that I was like overwhelmed or a bit drained. But yeah, it was just really, obviously it's an arcade, it's like a lot of colourful lights, and it was really noisy. There were quite a lot of people. I think it was like Good Friday or something yesterday, like to do Easter. I don't know, I'm an atheist, so I don't know like the days of the stuff with Easter. I don't know what it's called, but I think it was Good Friday. But it was a bank holiday anyway, so obviously more people off work, most of the kids are off school in the country, so the place where we went, it was just busier than usual, which I knew it was going to be, but it was really busy. And I have this thing when I go out with my kids where, obviously because there's two of them, I get really sort of worried about keeping an eye on both of them at the same time, and I find it difficult to rely on, even though I had my partner with me, I find it quite difficult to rely on my partner to look at them as well. Not so much that I don't rely on them, but just having trust in other people. Like I just struggle with that, because I feel like I'm sometimes over protective to some extent, so I worry that other people, if they're not as protective as I am, then they're not doing as good of a job as me, which is not the way that it is. It's not like the truth. Obviously other people are capable of looking at children the same way that I am and like keeping an eye on them and everything, but I just get really like worried about it. I don't know what it is. I've always kind of had it since they were like little and out of the pushchairs and stuff. I've just always had this thing where I'm like, oh my god, what if someone takes them? And I just get really like worried. But yeah, that's like its own thing. And then obviously because it was really busy, then you've got to like navigate between all the people, and then you've got to find where you need to go, because the place I went, it's like this big shopping centre, and I've been loads of times, but I still don't know my way around, so that was like a bit worrying and a bit stressful. And then you've got to like get in the queue for food, and then, you know, it was just a lot, but I think I managed it quite well. I think my tolerance for stuff that day was a bit like higher than usual, which, you know, if you struggle with like anxiety or like sensory issues, you get overwhelmed quite a lot, or you don't like crowded areas, and you know, you struggle sort of day to day with stuff like that, I would definitely recommend, if you're going to go out, don't go out on a bank holiday, don't go out on one of the busiest days. Also it's getting warmer now, so places will be like more busy, so I think I picked a bad day for it, but I'm glad that it like turned out alright. But it was a fun day, but now I'm like dealing with the burnout of trying to mask and trying to keep it together for the full day. And then when I got back, I streamed, so that's like another thing where you've got to put on a bit of a mask to people, which I can't really turn it off. Like I've still got to act somewhat I've got to act somewhat on, you know what I mean? Like you've got to be more on, if that makes any sense. I'm doing like finger air quotes even though you can't see, but yeah. Anyway, let me talk a bit more about the build. So even though this is like a 20 by 20 lot and we've got like a bit of space, I didn't really do anything on the exterior of the house. I did like a fenced in area where the Sims can sit and eat, but other than that I didn't want to put like too much down. It took me long enough to decide on the build and what I actually wanted to put out as a video, because like I said, I've been sort of, everything's just been all over this week. Having the kids off school, it really just affects my routine and it just makes everything slower. So like the house is an absolute mess. I've not started packing, which I said I would do on like Wednesday. I've not done all the washing I need to do, so I can't even start packing straight away. I can only really do like pyjamas and like underwear and stuff like that. So I'll get that sorted once I've sorted the video out and exported it. I'm hoping, like so far the voiceover has been okay, like recording it, but sometimes I'll record a voiceover and it's like all over the place and I've got to edit it down, and then it's too short for the length of the video. So if that ends up happening, you know, in future videos, you know why. It's probably because I struggled to record the voiceover. But yeah, after next week, I think I'm gonna record the Not So Berry challenge. We're gonna do it this week, but like I said, I've just had a lot going on and it was just too much to sit and record it. Also, I've been in the middle of like stripping my hair and dyeing it, and I thought I don't want to record the Not So Berry challenge with like the wrong colour hair. Not that there's a right colour hair, but you know, you get it in your head where you're like, right, I want to dye my hair and I want to do this and I need to do that. Because I had red hair, which I dyed for my birthday stream. I dressed as Lilith Pleasant from The Sims 2 and I didn't like it. It kind of messed me up every time I looked in the mirror, and I was just like, no, I need to change it. And I thought, do you know what, should we just have like a dark brown phase? Why not? So I stripped my hair back, put on a semi-permanent brown, so it'll probably fade quite a lot, and then eventually my natural colour will come back. So yeah, I thought I'll record after that. But yeah, that will be coming not next week, probably the week after. We'll see how all that stuff gets edited. But yeah, with all that being said, sorry it was a bit rambling near the end, but I'm actually going to wrap up the voiceover now and we'll be at the screenshot soon. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together. Congratulations again to Simmer for reaching 5,000 followers. You deserve like 20 times more than that. She's a really talented builder. I definitely recommend that you go check her out on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good weekend and I'll hopefully see you later. Bye!